What the fuck is up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning back in to another episode of Kicking It with Keith. So today's episode is actually called Social Media Got Me Stressed. And on some real shit, social media has me stressed every single day. So I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are going to be able to relate to a lot of things we got to talk about today and get this thing going. What's up, friend?
Hi, how you doing? What's up?
I'm doing amazing. I think when I said get off my line, ho, I think you took that really literal. I said he really dropped the fuck off on me.
Oh no, I was trying to log in from my account, but
I got you. I'm pretty sure a lot of you all are very familiar with, CheChe, a.k.a. His mama named Lee and his daddy named Tonya. I said it the right.
Yes, ma'am.
Your daddy named Tanya. No, I'm just playing. But today's episode it's going to be discussing pretty much the stressors of social media and everything that kind of goes with everything that we do on a daily basis of being creators and trying to be in front of people and just all the shit that kind of comes with it. So first off, I've kind of just taken over your introduction because I kind of started introing you while you were gone. But if you want to go ahead and let the people know who you are, where they can find you, we can go ahead and get this mug going.
So my name is Infamous CheChe. You can find me at Infamous CheChe2 on Instagram. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
It is.
Oh, okay. And if y'all follow TS, I've been with TS since back then, and we just been doing our thing, and so I'm very very social media friendly.
Yes.
I would kind of say I'm an influencer, or kind of sort of like that, maybe like a public figure or whatever. But we just don't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still saying, bitch, get up and go to work like other bitch do. You feel me? I still do my motherfucking thug thistle. So.
Well, you know what? That's actually that's crazy that you say all that, because one of the questions and one of the things that I did have on here, I hate to jump around like that, but it is what it is. One of the things that I did want to know, based off of what happens to me and the type of interactions I have as a person who's somewhat influenced or whatever you want to call it, do you experience people seeing who it is that you're around on a daily basis and expecting you to live a certain type of lifestyle and stuff like that based off of like your social media presence?
Yeah.
So okay, so I'm so glad you didn't take that the wrong way. So basically, like, they'll see you around T.S. Madison and be like, well, CheChe, why ain't you living in a big old house? And CheChe, why ain't you? And CheChe, why ain't you? But they don't really realize that it's more so, nigga, I'm still on the come up. That's her money.
Yeah. That's true.
That's super lit, though. I mean, you do have an IMDb page at this point, though, right?
No. What is that?
You ever looked up the make sure y'all go watch on YouTube, click the link in my bio. You ain't never seen, like, when you go look up a movie or something like that, it's like the IMDb, it shows like the credits and all that. You have been on a reality show at this point, my friend. You can go ahead and get your IMDb, and probably get your fucking blue check mark. That way you go from influencer to superstar. You see how I did that?
But like I tell people, I mean, I see a lot of influence out there. I see a lot of people that's really be out there that say they influence, and my whole thing is I don't know what they really be influencing, to be honest and truthfully. Nothing. And I just sit back. I don't step on anybody's toes or whatever. I just let people do them because everybody wants to be a superstar. Everybody wants to be rich and famous, but nobody really wants to hustle to break sweat to get that shit off the muscle to be famous. Everybody thinks that being famous is just.
They think it's just the attention and money.
No, bitch. It's more to that. You got the grind. You got the hustle. You still got to go to work. You feel me? You still got to work you a 9 to 5. Bitch.
And you're seeing that very firsthand as well, just based off of somebody's come up story that you're around. It's almost like, maybe we thought it was gonna be all checks and laughs and shit, but now your ass really got to get up and go to work every goddamn day now. Like you are obligated to these things. So that's true. It does put a different sense of pressure on you. And I've heard a lot of people get into whatever industry it is they're trying to get in, and actually say that they lose the joy of the industry based off all the business. So that's some listen. That's well, I will say, for me, luckily, people can kind of look at me. I remember one time somebody told me I looked like I had some money, and I was like, what the fuck that look like? But then, like, I'm glad that people don't look over here and be like, oh, he's on the internet. He got a couple dollars. I got a couple dollars. 2. Don't come over here and ask me for shit. I'm just playing. I'm not playing. I'm playing. It ain't 2. It's like 3. Anyway, so real quick though, because I do kind of just want to go back on track as far as like my actual the topics that I did want to discuss. And I hate to kind of go from that to something a little serious, but I feel it's in my spirit. I really do just have to discuss this really quick. Because last week, I had to discuss the Buffalo massacre, the Buffalo shooting. And then, as we were trying to get over that and we were grieving over, the loss of 10 black people, then here comes a fucking another psycho coming in and then massacring 19 children plus 2 teachers. So I honestly don't even want to get too much into it because I feel like I'm going to switch the whole trajectory of the way this show is. But I have to take a moment and send my condolences to everybody who was involved. I have to make sure that I'm just hoping that none of those kids, none of the people who were involved feel any type of survivor's guilt. Like, y'all got it. Like, the shit that I have researched and learned about that incident has me shook and has me traumatized. They could have saved so many of those children's lives. And I literally have like 13 or 14 nieces and nephews spread out at different places at different times and all the time. I can't be, I don't know where, you know what I'm saying? So that just gives me a certain level of anxiety because it seems like at this point, there's not one specific targeted group. You know what I'm saying? Back when Pulse happened, hell, there was it was like all Latino gays, then, Buffalo, and it's all blacks. Now it's all kids. There were mostly Latino kids. Listen, black people, I forgot who I heard say this. We need to start teaching our kids how to go hunting and shit. Because these white people are teaching their motherfucking kids how to use guns at an early young age. We got to get our kids some of these motherfucking guns and teach them how to protect themselves and how to shoot these motherfuckers. That way that they ain't curious about them and end up in the goddamn streets. Anyway, sorry about that. Did you have anything to say about? I'm sorry, CheChe. That just it's been bothering me, and I had to really say something about that.
I mean, what I had to say, nobody might like what I had to say, so I'm just gonna not really speak on it.
I mean, this is the platform for it. I mean, this is open discussion. So but if you don't want to say it, that's completely
because I don't want nobody to, he was dealing with his own personal demons. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he was dealing. Somebody probably was molesting him because they said I don't know if he was a cross dresser. I don't know, like it was in that nature. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you never really know what was really going on with him psychologically. No, 100%. No, killing those kids is not the perfect thing. But if you pay attention to like the context clues of it, he killed all the kids that kind of looked like him. Mm-hmm. And he was a young boy going through the same thing at that age. Did you feel what I'm saying? So in his mind, he probably thought that he probably was protecting them by taking their life. And I'm not saying that he's right. You know what I'm saying? That's totally wrong. But we don't never know. We don't never know what's going on with him.
What I can say is I can 100% agree with you because we never know what nobody's going through. Now, what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna justify any of that.
No, I'm not justifying that. I'm never justifying that.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying though, because you know what I'm saying. Because I mean, that's for me as well. Like when I look at a situation like that, I start thinking about like, God, what?
Because he didn't kill he didn't kill any black children. He didn't kill any black children. He killed all Latin Spanish kids. You feel what I'm saying? So, like me being in school, for example. Me being in school.
Yeah.
When I was in school, kids only heard what they heard from their parents. You feel what I'm saying? So when they get to school and, like kids are cruel to kids. But I never wanted to kill the whole classroom because everybody was calling me gay or faggot or picking on me or whatever. Because bitch, I had a higher self-esteem. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And most people don't have that, especially growing up in this day and age. They you know what I'm saying? Like,
because
they
that's
try
not
so
something that
much.
we're born with. It's something we're taught. We're not born with high self-esteem. We have to learn that. So yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
you have to learn that. And most people, you know what I'm saying, they think by material things is gonna bring up or hide how they really feel on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That never really happens. You feel what I'm saying? Because you could put a makeup, you could paint a motherfucking shit turd and put makeup on that hoe. Guess what? That's still a piece of shit. It's a pretty ass piece of shit with makeup on it, but it's still a piece of turd.
So like I said, I can agree with you because I feel like anytime anything happens like that, there's definitely it's more complex than somebody just waking up and just fucking being like, oh, I'm gonna go do all this. You know what I'm saying? And there's definitely a lot of stuff that can contribute to it. And also there's this talk of people saying, oh, well, he's crazy. They knew he was crazy. He had all this paperwork and all this documentation and all this stuff, and they should have locked him up and did this. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who I know personally who probably got way more paperwork than that nigga do who ain't never gonna go kill nobody. So you really can't generalize a whole group of people and think that that because they have this disorder that they're gonna go out and do this and do that. So it really is I think the thing that's scary for me and the reason why it's bothering me so much is because
It was children.
we can't like guess who it's gonna be. It's almost just kind of like if somebody wakes up one day and just feel like they done had it, then there it fucking goes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, going into the grocery stores and shit, I'm planning my funeral at this point. Like, I'm going into the grocery stores like, how am I gonna get out of here? I'm thinking about hanging towards the back. I'm thinking about scaling the walls and jumping through the ceilings and shit. Like, these niggas, I think, look, personally, they should start offering niggas money for their guns. Because niggas like money. So if the government was like 5,000 per gun, I bet you them niggas line up. Anyway, all right. So off of that, I did just want to go ahead and make sure that I had to, out of respect for them, and this is not to disrespect anybody's mental health, but out of the respect for them children definitely trumps what any concern I have for that fucking crackhead. Anyway, as far as like the second thing I do want to talk about, did y'all see that video of what's her name, Krishan Rock, beating up Blueface's mama or girl sister?
And where the fuck Blueface was?
Next to her, watching her, egging it on. And so I just had to, okay, can I just say this publicly? That motherfucker's slow. He's a little touched in his head, and I wish a bitch would think they was gonna touch my mama or my sister in front of me and beat. And listen, she was beating their ass though. Like, she was whooping that ass. Like, honestly, I don't know Blueface, because the way she was beating that ass, if I was Blueface, I'd be like, look, mama.
He a pussy. He don't never let no nigga he don't never let no hoe put their hands on his mama.
She was getting.
I wouldn't give a fuck what they got going on. Pussy, so you ain't gonna put your hands on my motherfucking mama. Ho, you got
I would have hit her with my car.
I would have slapped that hoe down to the ground. Or I would have made my little sister beat that hoe. You know,
the little sister got beat up too. That's what I'm saying. She beat up the sister and the mama.
He said right there.
He was right there, like, get that hoe, get that. Pretty much just like, get that hoe. And I'm like, wow, you really are. Like, I don't care how much my mom has pissed me off. Like, I ain't talked to my sister in a damn year. You think I'm about to let anybody touch her in front of me? That's crazy. That is insane. All right, so y'all make sure y'all let CheChe know how cute he looked today, because it is Memorial Weekend. He look cute. I seen that whole outfit. It's a one piece. And y'all know, for me, I've always said, when you can't dress a matching set, deletes the stress. And that thing looked good, man. I swear to God, I want that. Send that to my P.O. box. Tell CheChe get his ass out the camera, y'all. LeeTonya. So you said you got some plans for Memorial Day weekend?
No, I ain't got no plans. I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving up out of here.
Moving to where?
No, moving up out of here.
To Lauderdale?
Moving up out of here.
You talk about my ass being country. Your ass is country too.
Wow, you just think I said moving up out of here.
I still heard moving to Lauderdale. I do want to know. So as far as like the whole social media thing goes, because that's kind of the theme of today's episode. So what was the very first social media that you had?
What you mean? The very the very first social media, what, like Instagram, MySpace?
Yeah, like what was the first one you had? Probably MySpace.
MySpace,
Yeah, I
BGC.
think MySpace was the first for a lot of people, if I'm not mistaken. How old are you?
Yeah, Moco Space. I had a Moco Space. I had a BGC. I had a MySpace.
See, okay, no, I didn't have those things, but I did. I just heard about those like a couple weeks ago. But the MySpace. Wait, did you ever have an AIM? Did you have AIM?
No, I didn't have AIM.
The AOL Instant Messenger. Okay, so make sure I want y'all to let me know what was y'all's first like social media and shit like that in the comments as well. So I guess the reason why I asked that is because for me, if I'm thinking about how long social media has been involved in my life at this point, I've had social media since I was easily 13 years old. I'm 31 now, so it's been what 17, 18 years. And at
I
this
know I
point,
had Instagram since 2009.
I think around the same. I think around the same. And you know what's fucked up? That's how you know motherfuckers really don't like. They be a little jealous. Cause I actually had a friend. She was always on MySpace, and I'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?" She'd be like, "Nothing." And then when I got on MySpace and finally figured out what it was the best fucking thing that ever happened to me. And I started making money and everything on there because I was like making people's like doing people's pages and setting up their pages and shit. I'm the algorithm king. Come find your nigga. All right. Anyway. All right. So how do you feel about dating on social media? Like, do you feel like have you ever like dated somebody long distance on social media or something like that? Or do you feel like nigga, no, we got to know each other in person. We ain't about to do that whole.
I can't do any dating on. I don't trust bitches who. I don't even trust bitches who I'm with around me. So I ain't damn sure ain't gonna trust a bitch who ain't around me. You feel me?
Okay.
And I don't do long distance relationships. Bitch, that's
Okay.
just something I don't do. If you ain't gonna move here, we ain't gonna talk about work about trying to come back and forth and see each other, or you know what I'm saying, work that out, baby. Cut it out.
I was saying in my last episode, I was like, shit, I'll do a long distance relationship if I don't like where I'm living. Cause I'm gonna move down there with your ass. The fuck. But as far as like, do you ever like how? Okay, so you're in Atlanta now, right? So how do you feel about like meeting people on social media, like locally in Atlanta? Are you okay with that, or do you ever have to walk through with the
To
thought?
be honest and truthfully, some girls don't like me like that.
Really?
Nobody really. You know, you have to have a certain look in Atlanta. You feel me? You have to be in a certain group of people in Atlanta, or you have to be with a certain group of crowd in Atlanta in order for them girls to like hype you up. If you're
Yeah.
not in them type of crowds with them girls don't give a fuck about you. You feel me? Them girls don't give no fuck, and I don't give a fuck really.
That
That's why I'm not really on social media, because a bitch hype social media up so great. Like so many people hype social media up so bad, and a lot of these bitches all that shit they'll be online beef. You feel me? That shit
yeah.
don't really be no beef for real, because you see
Oh, it
them
ain't
hoes in the
no hell
club.
no, it ain't no beef.
You see them hoes in the club, all them hoes hanging together, and then they get on live and I ain't got time for that fake ass beef. That's why I'm not really into social media like that. Yeah, I may get online and post a picture, or I may get on here and talk my shit, but other than me being on social media how I used to be, girl, no, ma'am. Because all them girls fake and phony. Them
Well,
girls really don't want to get no money together.
I will say that when I was in Atlanta for the short time that I was there, I literally felt like I was underdressed and overwhelmed. I was like, but the thing is, I guess I had a pretty good welcoming because people were expecting me to come there. And if I'm being honest with you, most of my support honestly comes from Atlanta. I don't know why the fuck I'm not there, but Atlanta scares me honestly, and not because I'm like physically scared of anything that's going on there, but Atlanta scares me just based off of, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the people who I've encountered in Atlanta are very narcissistic. They're very you can't sit with us. They're very talk about myself. Like I don't know. It's just a lot of that, and I'm kind of I feel like I'm that person that's kind of like, hey, I want you to shut up. I don't want you to talk about yourself the whole time. And I would really offend people, I think, down there. I really think that. And I don't want to get initiated into Atlanta, which I think in order to get initiated, you got to get jumped in the club, because I feel like that's just what be happening. Y'all ain't going to do that to me in the club because I'm hitting with my truck. It is what it is. So, I mean, have you had any bad experiences since being in Atlanta? So how long have you been there now? Because you, to my knowledge,
since 2010, I left in 2015. I came back in 2017. I left in 2018 because my grandmother passed away. So I've been here since 2020.
Since 2020. So you've been back and forth then. So I was under the impression that you had just been there for the last 2 years. So you actually got years of experience in Atlanta. And so what you talking about ain't just 2 years of you being fed up. That's like you over that shit.
No, because you have to be like, I don't understand. Like they always kill me with the no fat, no film girls, and that's really, and I mean, everybody's not gonna like it, but bitch, don't do that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you ain't, like I said, if you don't look a certain caliber, or if you ain't in a certain group with them girls, don't give two fucks about you.
When you say the blue girls, are that the blue checks?
No, I said them girls.
Oh, well, I mean that's still kind of for real. And you know what? That
half of them hoes don't be having no blue checks either.
I can understand that, CheChe, because you
half
see
of them hoes shit be paid. Half of them hoes following ain't real. Half of them hoes followings are bots. Like,
but in their defense, I've been trying to figure out how to get my shit just like that. Listen, I'll buy some followers. I'll buy a blue check mark. Help me out. Send me the link.
Damn.
My bad. That was my bad. That's an empty stomach and some liquor. I ain't ate since this morning. That's all right. So, as far as, let me see. We're gonna go to. Okay. So, what type of, like, what has been, I guess, I don't want to say like a bad experience since being in Atlanta, but like right now, me listening to you talk about Atlanta, something done pissed your ass off. So I don't want you to be.
Let me tell you something. Nothing really. I'm an observant type of. I observe everything. I done hung with some of the girls. I done hung with some of the best girls. I done hung with some of them girls. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, girl.
So do you feel like you're a celebrity in Atlanta?
No.
Really? Why do I feel like you're a celebrity in Atlanta?
So
they don't really. So,
girl, I mean, I'm saying, girl, is you listening? Is you listening? Baby, I get treated anyway. Baby, DC, Philly, Jersey. Those people love me. Those people take care of me. Atlanta, girl. Yeah.
That's so
fucking.
First off, I think you're fucking hilarious, and I really love your personality. And you know that's the fucked up thing about it is because I actually have been watching I watched a video a few weeks ago where they were saying a lot of gay guys prioritize looks when it comes to being friendship, like being friends, and it's almost because they want to fuck whoever they're friends with, which is fucking insane and fucking disgusting and stupid to me. But you know, I ain't gonna say I ain't had no cute friends that I probably wanted to slide up into.
I mean, but if you got a bond, if you have a boundary with that person, you just said boundaries. But like you said, I'm cool. Like I don't try to. I just be me. I don't try to be no more or less than motherfucking me. You feel me? I ain't in there competition with no bitch but me, the bitch that I seen yesterday. That's the bitch who I'm in competition with. You feel me? I'm just trying to learn, trying to bitch do more. You feel me? And
so I don't mean to keep bringing up, TS or whatever, because that's just basically where I'm very familiar with you from. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that because I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all brought me up on one episode, and I got like 1,000 followers from that one episode, and so it's more so just like I would think that shit you would get way more love than I got, but I'm more so like as far as back to the whole dating on social media thing or whatever the case may be. Let's take the social media out of it, right? Let's say dating in Atlanta. Although you do not feel like you are a celebrity, or you don't feel like you have your star power, you don't think that about yourself. Have you caught yourself side-eyeing people due to like trying to figure out why they want to be around you? Like, have you like Like, have you ever felt like, have you ever caught somebody basically trying to be around you based off who it is that you know because they want some type of relationship with that person or something like that? Because that's something I've always been a little scared
I
of
mean, yeah,
myself.
before in the past, but not now, not now. Like before, but not now.
Because I was talking to what's his name, Ray Cunningham. He's like Mr. Ray on Love and Hip Hop. I was talking to him one day, and he was talking about like we were talking about how he's kind of scared to date because he just really don't know who's there for him and who's there for his connections. And I mean, and that's some real shit because at this point, hell, I even know there's some people who are just motherfucking talking to me because they think that I can get them hooked up with something. I'm like, no, we're not friends. We just took a picture together. Uh, which in Atlanta, you know, when you take a picture together, y'all besties for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just playing. Let me quit talking shit before I come back there and get jumped. I'm really not there for it anymore.
Yeah, fuck those people, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, CheChe, let me tell you this. When I come back to Atlanta, I want to hang out with you. Like when I was there last time, I was so overwhelmed. Because and I'm pretty sure you used to this just based off of going back, like maybe traveling back home and stuff like that. When you go somewhere, everybody's like, I want to see you, let's hang out. And it literally became so overwhelming that I just kind of shut down and was just like, here, I just need to sit in the house because y'all are stressing me out, you know. And then the OLG at mac and cheese, it gave me gas and it constipated me and gave me gas at the same time. So yeah, that was it was stupid, but I want to come hang out with you because I feel like we would have a good motherfucking time. How old are you, CheChe? We're about the same age, right?
We'll be 34 this year.
Okay, well, you're about 6 years older than me. I'm just playing. No, I'm 31, but you know, that's 6 years in gay years.
Black don't crack unless you smoke it, baby.
I say the same goddamn thing for real. On God. All right. So let me see. I'm trying to go to this next segment over here. Blueface, you a stupid bitch for that. I'm sorry. I just seen his name in my list over here. I want to whoop your ass for letting that girl whoop your mama's ass. I also want to beat up. Okay, I'm not gonna say this, but if I did want to put my hands on anybody to humble them a little bit, his name would rhyme with Badaby, and the other one's name would rhyme with Bill Lucid. Cause them niggas, I want to see them fight each other. I wonder who would win that. Lil Baby and the Boosie. Who you think would win that fight?
You said Lil Baby and the Boosie?
I want to whoop both them niggas. And Takesha 69. I want to that hoe.
That bitch say Takesha 69.
I want that hoe gone.
Don't do Takesha.
I can't stand hoes that got a lot to say, but got way too much people in front of them to keep you from getting to them. I can't stand that type of shit. That's a lot for me. So you said you have not been on social media and stuff like that. So are you not doing a YouTube channel and stuff like that no more? Why, CheChe?
It don't excite me. At first, it was so exciting, and then it was like, girl, when I see all the girls just.
You've seen everybody.
I never wanted to be caught up in the trend where when all the hoes is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not that type of bitch. I don't give a fuck about that. Y'all girls do it, okay, y'all do it. Eat it up.
Honestly, I can agree with that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Last week, before I shot my episode, I literally was like, Keith, is this even fun for you anymore? Because I'll just be so stressed out, like trying to get everything together, like coming up with the money for the camera and the technology. And it's just a lot all the time. And it sometimes takes especially the editing, it sometimes takes the fun out of it. But I'd say, like, I'm just mad I didn't start it before everybody did get on it, because I've always had my own like little platform and I've always been on here just talking shit. And so me not having a podcast, like, it was just something I needed to do. But now it's like a crab in a fucking barrel or whatever it is. Like, I mean, I feel like I got way more shit to say than them stupid motherfuckers on there, but whatever, because like you said, what are they influencing? They're not influencing shit. Maybe if I knew how to dress better, I'd be more of an influencer, because I can't really influence y'all to do nothing but talk shit. and smoke weed and slur a little bit when you get over here drinking, talking your shit. All right. So I started doing these lives because I did like the interactions a little bit more. Hold on. But I think everybody's watching the Bad Boys Club, if I'm being honest with you, which, you know, I ain't too far from that my damn self. Although Zeus is trash. They gonna get all my money every week. Whatever. What's $5.99 divided by 4? It's like $1 something. I'll pay them $1 something a week. It is what it is. Whatever. All right. So the next thing that I did want to go ahead and discuss with you all, I want y'all to know that I want y'all to remember that I am doing Keith Young's Fix My Life. So I want y'all to make sure that when y'all are sending in emails to keithchronicles@gmail.com, that way I can give you my solicited opinion about what the fuck you should do in your situation. It'll be anonymous, you know, unless you want your name out there. But I would hope and pray that if you cheating on your nigga, you don't want your name out there. But please, y'all, write me so I can fuck y'all's life up just a little bit more. Because I really want to tell y'all some fucked up shit and fuck it up just a little more. I do. I like chaos a little bit, like, but outside the house. Like, I don't want the chaos in my house, but I like that shit, like, on the TV and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm having that shit. Look at me.
But listen, sometimes, Mr. Keith, you want all that chaos. Sometimes that chaos could come through.
Yeah, I done had a couple chaoses released on me before. That's why now, you know, I do background checks on anybody I stick my dick in because yeah, I like to fuck people who like to break property and shit like that. So that's chaos. That's chaotic. That's the type of chaos. That's the type of chaos that I deal with. I feel like you're chaotic too, CheChe. Really? You're not?
I'm real cool until you piss me out.
But when did that start? Were you always non-chaotic? Yeah. Because I feel like I done heard a few stories. I'm not heard, but I feel like I done heard you tell a few stories.
Yeah, I was never the one to ever be fucked up with. Like I said, people like to take my kindness for weakness.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like sometimes people like to push over, like push me over. And one thing about me, bitch, I would let you get dead right there and think I would let you feel like you're using me, and I won't say nothing to the last motherfucking scroll. So you really tried me, like, so you really thought you was gonna really get over, and then everything hits the fan.
What's your sign?
Cancer.
So I don't know much about cancers, but I feel like the cliche thing. I feel like you are amazing as a person.
Yeah, I'm very amazing until you piss me the fuck off, and then you become
cancer.
Yeah, bitch, it's over. Then I become the real deadly cancer. Yeah, bitch, I'm here to take your organs, your heart, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
I'm good, but non-tumor.
Yeah, bitch.
Are you single, CheChe?
Very much so.
Why'd you say it so aggressively? Are you mad about it?
No.
I'm just playing. How long you been single?
A year.
Okay. So I don't know why I thought that you was living with. I don't know why I thought you had a boyfriend that you was living with.
I did. Like speaking of him, I heard that I got news that he passed away yesterday.
Okay, that escalated. Okay, well, first off, sending my condolences. How are you feeling? I
don't really have any no emotions. Like I'm not upset. I'm not mad about this situation. It's because I know that what I was trying to show him was just what love is. You feel me? So I just hope that when he went home, I hope that he mends whatever he had with his family. I just really hope that when he left, he was at peace. That's it.
I honestly, I've always thought about how weird it would be because I've known so many people who died over the years. Well, I've not known them personally, but I've known so many people who died over the years. And then I know this is a weird thought, but I've always been like, what does it feel like to have you had sex with a person who passed away. I've never had sex with a person who passed away. I've never dated a person who passed away. I've honestly never been super close with anybody who's passed away. So I don't really know how something like that, because I'm gonna say this. Typically, if I consider you my ex, that means I held you to a certain level of that I hold a lot of other people way past a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other people. And typically, even when I've broken up with people in the past, it's not out of hate. It's just because it's not working, and I still have love for you. So that is kind of what you. I'm sorry to hear that, CheChe, for real. I didn't mean to bring that up. Shit, I should probably start sending my questions ahead of time now, huh?
No, that was fine. I mean, I'm fine. Like I said, it's no love lost. I'm good.
You be in these streets?
Me, I be everywhere.
You be in the streets? You be in them sex parties, CheChe?
No, I don't do that.
I've always wanted to go to one.
I mean, I always wanted to tiptoe to one, but you know, like I said, if you don't look a certain way and you not, you know, a certain type of girl, them girls don't really be.
Well, that's fucked up. I bet you if you went in that dress as LeeTonya, you get some play.
Right.
Why don't you do LeeTonya no more? Were you getting tired of people like being like, "Hey, LeeTonya," like you just wasn't being CheChe no more? You just don't like the whole social media shit no more. You just ain't really for the social media shit no more.
It's just not.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about me. When I see everybody is hopping on the trend, I am no longer interested. I am no longer because I feel like the same energy that y'all giving them, y'all could have been giving it, and it could have been sickly for y'all. You feel me? Like it could have been even bigger. But just y'all don't give it, and it's like, bitch, why I'm gonna keep giving it for? Some of them LeeTonya videos could have been viral. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? If we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. So, because when I watch other people create content, it's no like realness, it's no funny into it. It's like that shit thrown together, and it's like, no, you can't really connect to this shit. So I was just like, what's the point of keep trying to be a content creator and nobody's really like
picking up on it?
Or really like always think me, because I don't watch some videos that go viral. I'm like, girl, what?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. But no, I get what you're saying, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Personally, now listen, I think that I'm a semi-attractive, nigga, or whatever what it is. For whatever reason, a lot of other people feel like I'm a little more attractive than what I truly feel like I am.
No, because let me tell you, bitch. I'm gonna be real with you, little bitch, real quick, since you want to scream around it. No, bitch, what you do, you know what you do.
But
you seduce people, you entice people. You got your little dick showing, you got your little meat showing. So of course, and you hush your mouth. I'm not done talking. Hush your mouth.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, let me get your motherfucking ass together. And you look, you're attractive. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what to do. So by you knowing what to do, by you selling a little bit of sex, of course people gonna be like, oh yes, and ooh ah, and ooh ah, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I'm stuck there. There. So that's what I was more so trying to say. So
you can change it.
Because I do 100% agree with you. Like, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Honestly, I don't really think you know what you and T.S. Madison did for me when I was on that show with y'all. Like that meant so much to me. Like I literally remember showing this guy I was talking to. I remember showing him the video, and he was like, oh, "That was a good moment for you," because they were talking about your dick. And I literally broke up with him right after that. I was like, "You got me fucked up." That was a very important moment for me, bitch. But like, I feel like that after y'all said that, and TS was like, "You be around frying and chicken and doing that with your dick out swinging." That's kind of when I started, honest to God. And my boyfriend, when he heard that, he was like, "Listen, that's what people," because I didn't realize it. I was kind of in quarantine mode, right? Quarantine mode, which everybody's around wearing sweats, they're wearing shorts, wearing this, wearing that. So I'm just kind of chilling around the house. I don't leave the house. So when y'all did that, I was kind of like, well, shit. Apparently they looking, and that seems to be getting me attention. But I will say, I get what you're saying though, because I'm saying like even with me being a semi-attractive nigga that everybody kind of thinks is cute, even when I get on and start talking, that I know I got good motherfucking content. I know I'm funny. I know I'll be saying real funny ass shit. My stuff still don't be getting it. So I can understand how a person could feel if they're like, well, these motherfuckers ain't fucking with me because they not fucking, attracted to me or some shit like. Because hell, they seem like they are attracted to me, but they don't want to listen to my shit if I ain't swinging my dick. Sorry. But I think I'm going to have to incorporate the dick with the podcast somehow to get more views. Instead of talking on a mic, I'm just going to talk on my dick. I don't know. It's something.
You got to work it out.
No, I hate that though, honestly, CheChe, because I agree with you 100%. I see so many things from so many subpar artists or creators who hardly even invest any time or money into their craft, and it just seems to go fucking viral off of them making an ass of themselves. And then you got the people like us,
and then hold on, and then you have.
Go ahead.
And then you have people that be around you that can help you, that can help you with your content, but they always tell you, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do it," and then they'll push you out. "Oh yeah, we're gonna do it," and then they'll push you out. "Oh, we're gonna do it," and then you'll push you out. And you're like, "Well, girl, like, is you really down for the thing?" Because I feel like it's so many people I could make money with, or we could merge and we could do some really, really good shit, and it really be dope. But everybody is just for themselves, and everybody just want the limelight just to be on them. So that's what I'm saying. Social media is fun now. Now it's not interesting anymore, but it's fun.
What you said as far as the limelight wanting to be on them, I agree with you because I always talk about I'm always when I see creators, and I don't mean to seem like a narcissist by talking about myself, but I'm one of those people who love to put other people on. Like if I feel like I'm in whatever position, like if I'm in a room full of opportunity, I'm gonna bring your name up. You know what I'm saying? And I have myself experienced being around certain creators who are very excited to be my friend, maybe in the DM or when we meet, something like that. But when it comes to maybe collaborating, I have started to notice, and I thought I wasn't important enough for this at first, which is kind of why I had to brain fuck myself, because I was just like, Keith, you ain't important enough for nobody to be hating on you. You ain't important enough for nobody to not want you on their shit because they think this. But then I had to kind of start thinking like, no, y'all niggas are just scared that I'm going to take your fans, or y'all niggas are just scared that I'm going to take your following. Why can't we just share it? Like, I'm willing to put you on mine. Why can't we just share it? So as far as you said, like they just want the limelight, I agree. A lot of creators really do feel like, didn't nobody teach me the sauce, so I'm not going to teach nobody else. And I think that's fucked up. I think that when you are in a position where you know what it's like to come up and you know what it's like to struggle to get where you want to go, and you have that ability to put other people on, I think now me morally in my integrity, I have the obligation to return that to the other up and coming people. I have an obligation to, but I don't have an obligation to. If that makes sense. Like me morally, I feel like I have to help. But don't you ever come knocking on my door talking about you got to do this for me because you got me fucked up. Just saying.
I don't give a fuck no more. It was cute. It was fun. It's just like, hey, it is what it is.
See, I'm gonna
go to work. I'm gonna give me another 9 to 5. I got to get me 2 9 to 5s in the 12. Bitch, I just get me 2 9 to 5s in the 12. But other than that shit is cute. Everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to be famous. Yeah. Nobody really wants to grind to really, you know what I'm saying, go through what they go through to get up on their feet. Yeah, I feel like I should be like reaching for the stars, like trying to reach out and like trying to be on like
I think you should.
Little black TV shows or little black, but if your fans and people around you ain't be trying to show people your content, what the fuck? What that mean? That's it. You know, so because they just be looking at the numbers and the views, really.
Can I ask you something? And this is like, and this is, just breaking fourth wall. And, if you don't feel comfortable, answering this, don't do that. You don't have to. But just between, you and I, from a vulnerable spot, did you stop doing your social media content because you were not getting the response that you felt like you deserved, or did you stop doing it because you just literally lost interest in it?
A
Or
little
was
bit of
the reason why you lost interest in it?
It was both of them.
Okay.
Because it was wearing you thin. Oh, don't do this. Oh, don't do that. And then you start trying to mold your shit to trying to make them happy, and then they still ain't happy.
Yeah.
And then they go from one page to your page, and you like, yeah, bitch, we all in the family, and we all trying to eat. So, like, what it is, you feel what I'm saying? So it just became like, girl, I ain't, y'all girls can have it.
I had a conversation with one of my friends a few days ago, and it is what it is, because now that I've said this to him out loud, I don't mind saying this publicly. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows. I mean, if you know, it is what it is. But I have a friend who's he's a content creator, and for me, I saw us both on the come up together. And so for me, it's literally, if I see anything that if I'm scrolling down my timeline and I see anything that looks like you need some help promoting your shit, I'm putting it on my story. It don't even fucking matter, period. So I would share his stuff, not because I wanted anything in return, but just because that's just who I am. But I slowly realized, I remember like he got like his 100,000 followers and was, just doing all this. But I realized he was never sharing any of my stuff. None of my stuff was being shared. And I would be like, I remember somebody wrote me and was like, oh, your friend got 100,000 followers. And I was like, I mean, that's good for him. And I remember like it was so hard for me to celebrate for him because I felt like he wasn't supporting me. Like I was like, although when you have a certain amount of followers, it's not nobody's obligation to put you on. However, there's a certain, you would just fucking think that when you are used and to what that struggle is, you would make sure that people up under you don't have to go through that. And to me, that sets people like you and I apart from the motherfuckers who actually done made it. So maybe they done signed some type of fucking contract or something like that. Because I think at this point, the reason why you and I didn't go viral or do whatever is because we have fucking morality at this point. You know, and I'm like, shit, that's probably what it is. Well, no, some of these niggas got morality. Some of them got morality. Some of them. People only jump on team when you society say you're popping. It's sad. I do agree with that, Mirage. They jump on board when society says you're popping. You can't expect others to do as you would. They fucked up, period. And I agree with that. And that's actually, I do want to start. I wanted to make a video about that actually of creators. I wanted to kind of make like tips for creators. And one of the first things I wanted to say on that motherfucker, you remember that Everest commercial where he's on the bridge and he's like, you ain't doing shit. Get off your ass. Quit beating your meat. Go to school. But, I kind of want to do something like that. But the first thing I want to say in that is, don't expect these motherfuckers to take you serious. And even if you're consistent, don't expect these motherfuckers to take you serious. Especially if you don't take your own shit serious. So I do feel like there needs to be some creators that are giving back to creators that can help us all get up, because we all have a common goal. And it's, in my opinion, to spread a message. I'm funny and I'm cute, whatever you want to call it. But in my opinion, I have a bigger message that I would love to reach with my platform. So let's do better about helping each other, y'all. I mean, it's support Black business. It's literally a Black business. Why can't we get each other monetized? That's crazy to me. Sorry, I'm taking over, CheChe. I'm sorry, friend. I get what you're saying, though. I get it.
I've been screaming this on my platform when I was on my platform talking. So I just touched my mouth now.
No, you can't hush your mouth now. You got to say it because you ain't said it on my platform yet. You got to say it on mine. But you said it. Oh, he said it. So we know. Do what you do for your own pleasure at the end of the day. And that's exactly what it is. And I think that's what ends up. The people who I've seen actually make it are the ones who kept being consistent.
And when you say make it, Keith, where did they go? When you said make it, you keep saying make it. Where did they go? Yeah. Where? Who made it, Keith? Where are they going?
So when I say people who make it, what I more so mean is, and I'm speaking of maybe podcasters.
Oh, okay.
So when I say people who make it, because the thing about it is, with almost any type of creativity, when you first start, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get the response. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen a lot of people who said that they kept going when they were not getting any type of response. So maybe that's in turn what helped them maybe blow up in the end because they stay consistent with it. Now, I don't have I feel like everybody's level, everybody's definition of success is different. But when I'm talking of made it, I'm more so just meaning of people who stuck through the hardship and it's paying off for them in the long run. So outside of all that, social media stuff, because I think it was good that we got to speak about that because I do. You know what? Now that I've gotten to speak to you more on a personal level, because for me, I was thinking that you had the following that you felt like you deserved. But now speaking, I feel like I'm glad to know that other people who are putting in work. I'm not glad to know that, but it just makes me feel a little less bad about myself to know that other people who have put in work didn't get the response that they felt like they deserved as well. So I'm glad we have that conversation. So I did go ahead. I did discuss the Keith Youngless Fix My Life. So make sure y'all are sending that in to KeithChronicles@gmail.com. That's KeithChronicles@gmail.com. So the next segment is going to be I just can't help myself. And so that segment basically is just I want you to tell me what artist, what music, what is it that you cannot help but to listen to every single day? Like what is it that you're like obsessed with right now?
I'm obsessed with trying to grow as a person, mentally, spiritually. Fuck all that other dumb ass shit. I'm just trying to grow as a person. Just trying to get to a place where in my life where I can live comfortably. You feel me? I have enough money to do what the fuck I want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like to just be comfortable. Where I ain't really got to work too hard. You feel me? Like if I want to work, bitch, I choose to work. Or you know what I'm saying? Just different shit like that. Material shit, this shit don't mean nothing to me.
Well, that wasn't the question, CheChe. I was talking about music.
I love you, my answer. I don't be worried. That's not something that's music. I don't have to listen to music.
Huh?
I don't have to listen to music.
I didn't say you did. I mean, you just answered the question that I didn't ask. So it's okay. Next question. So as far as like the unpopular opinion segment. So I want to know what is something that you feel like an unpopular opinion of yours is something that you don't like, something that if people found out that you thought it would make you an asshole, pretty much. So just to give you a good example, I think like a couple weeks ago, I said that mine was I don't like babies on planes because they get on my nerves. All the crying and shit really gets on my damn nerves. It really does. Asshole all you want to.
What gets on my motherfucking nerve when you come to a person, when you come bring your kids to the job and you let your kids pick it, and then they hold up the motherfucking line because your kids don't know what they want. Leave your kids in the car and pick your meal for your kids.
Oh my God. Okay. You know what? So this week, my unpopular opinion. Well, no, actually, fuck this. We're gonna change the name of the segment. It's not even gonna be unpopular opinion no more. It's gonna be my pet motherfucking peeve. It's actually to piggyback off what you just said, but it didn't even got nothing to do with kids. One of my biggest fucking pet peeves is if we are in a drive-through and I just feel like at a drive-through at a regular restaurant, like you should kind of like maybe there's different menu items, whatever. But when we're in a drive-through, if I go up there, order my food, and then you're sitting there like, I'll be like, you need to go in. Because they ain't gonna spit in my food because your ass is out here motherfucking taking all goddamn day. You need to just go the fuck in. So those are our popular opinions. CheChe said, leave your motherfucking kids at home when you go to restaurants. I say, leave your man at home when you go to a restaurant. Ladies, leave your man at home. Just kidding. All right, so the very last segment that I did want to get into today is basically just the quote of the week. And the quote of the week that I did want to discuss is actually from Iyanla. And it's based, and I'm just kind of what's the word? Sub whatever. It ain't exactly what she said. But the quote is it goes, you want to come with your cup full, my cup runs over. What comes out of the cup is for y'all, but what's in the cup is mine. So basically, what she was more so saying, what she was trying to get to is, you have to really make sure that your own cup and that your own life is full and fulfilled before you can try to pour over into anybody else. Because if you're pouring out of your cup into another person, you're literally pouring nothing into nothing. So I think that's something that I do want everybody to take with them. Did you have something you wanted to say about that, or?
And that was the same question that you asked me earlier. How do what you said, something about music or something? Like I have to worry about me. Like I make sure that I'm good. So all that shit in between, that's not important. Growing, like getting stability is something that should be very important on the daily on the daily basis. Materialistic music, bitch, you're gonna die listening to music.
I agree, but for the sake of the podcast, that still wasn't the question. Anyway, CheChe, I love you, friend. I'm just playing. All right, y'all. So I want to make sure. I want to first off, I want to thank CheChe for being so prompt with me, because the thing about it is, CheChe and we set a date and we set a time a few months ago. Actually, I was going through some stuff like health wise, like that. Like I was just not there. So I wasn't able to really do what we're supposed to do. So I want to thank you for still even taking the time to come back with me a couple months later and still do this. And then I have to give you your props as far as the professionalism, as far as your promptness, because we set a date, we set a time, right? And I'm still the one who reached out and was like, look, I need 10 to 15 minutes more, because I'm not going to even put the blame on nobody else, because this is my platform, so I have to take accountability for that. But I did just want to say thank you so much for being one of the very few people who I have not had to fuss and fight with to get them to sit down and do a podcast that they agreed to, CheChe. Thank you so much for that, friend. And I really appreciate you. And I really hope when I come to Atlanta, because I feel like I love the underdogs, and I feel like that's what you feel like you are. Honestly, I don't feel like you're an underdog, but I want to hang out with you so bad, friend. Like when I come back to Atlanta, I'm gonna make sure that I'll say this: out of the people who I've spoken to from Atlanta, I feel more authenticity from the conversation we just had, based off of these motherfucking narcissistic ass people who's just really out here trying to get some clout and social climb and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna come fuck with you when I come out there.
Baby, what's up? You better catch me before I get about this. So
where you going? Where you ain't going nowhere. Where you going? Lauderdale.
nah.
Lauderdale. All right, I'm just playing. All right, so I do want to thank everybody, for tuning back into another episode of Kicking It with Keith. I end my show the same way every single time, so I do want to tell you all that yesterday happened the way that it did, so today could happen the way that it should. Today happened the way that it did, so tomorrow could happen the way that it should. And there's nothing that will be put in your path that an OnlyFans bag can't fix, because y'all niggas won't help get us monetized, so whatever. Anyway, other than that, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning back into an episode of Kicking It with Keith. And it's been my pleasure. Thank you to my guest CheChe for joining us. Right? And we can find you at Infamous CheChe too on Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, CheChe. You have a good rest of your night, friend.
You too. Call me later.